anything to start with. You know, now you realize that she's not what you thought she was. So now you're spending most of your time with me. So now it's like, okay, now you need to decide. And then when he thought he was gonna, well, you know, if you can't handle it, I said, you know what, I can't. Bye, I'm done.
And my thing is like, why didn't you start out with that from the beginning? Hey, I got a girlfriend, or hey, I'm talking to this other lady. Should let me be the one who decides whether or not this moves forward or it doesn't. I think with more of the honesty there, it would be.
But I knew that.
But he didn't tell the other lady. See, that was the problem. Like,
no, and the bad part was I showed up and she knew we had a relationship prior. But I don't know, she just wasn't putting two and two together, just was hoping that she wasn't putting two and two together.
Dumb. Okay.
Yeah, because still eventually she was, and then at the time, well, no, they were spending a lot of time together. And because I couldn't stay and she could,
that's how.
So she didn't, it didn't dawn on her that any of that was happening.
Yeah. I wonder if they're still together today and if he's still doing the same things, because it just seemed like she just allowed that. But that's my thing. Like, so when you're a side chick, you know, you're clearly only good for a couple things, which is the reason why you're the side chick. Because if you weren't a side chick, you'd probably bring you out in daylight, but that's neither here nor there. How do you become comfortable just being that individual? Do you not realize that this is this is all you are?
Like I said, Mo, it was okay. I don't want to say it was okay because I didn't feel bad because I wasn't spending time with him. Mm-hmm. I did not feel bad about that. And I'm like, okay, great. Somebody else is there to be with you because I can't be. And that's okay because I really don't have time for you like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I don't have time for you like that. So that's okay. But like I said, when he turned the tables and then started spending more time with me, I'm maneuvering my day and stuff around him. He's coming to more of my stuff. Like I said, he's seeing that she really isn't about anything. And then, you know, when I start questioning, I'm like, okay, well then if you're going to be with me, then we need to do this. We need to do that. And then he wants to get, you know, not trying to get attitude, but then it's like, well, you know, I'm over here with this, and if you can't handle it, the saying used to tell me, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And for a while I was like, you know, okay, you're right. And then one final time I said, you know what, I can't handle it. Come pick your stuff up. I'm through with this.
Yeah.
I am through. So if you want to, and he didn't think I was going to do it. He never thought I would actually say that. And with that tone, he with that being said, he changed. He changed up. And I said, you're going to, you know, and he'll tell you, you know, I had to make a decision. I weighed all the options. I went through every scenario.
Weighed all the options. You ain't had no other options.
Well, he weighed all the scenarios because I said, yeah, I love you, but I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to do it. I said it was okay at first, you know, just because of our life and our upbringing and all that stuff. And I couldn't do certain things.
Yeah.
But then it got to be, no, if you're willing to deal with me, then you just have to deal with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
And I think that comes down a lot, the factors into who you ultimately become or what title you take on.
Yeah.
Being able to know what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? These are my ingredients. You can take it or you can leave it. Right. And I believe that's what a lot of people they just don't do nowadays. It's like, it's not the norm anymore where, you know, like back in the 50s or 60s, you know, you'd have women walking around. They could be the ugliest thing smoking. But this is what I bring to the table if you're going to love me or you're not. Mm-hmm. And it's one way or the other.
Yeah. It is.
Now it's more, you have options. Okay, well, I'll do this or I won't do this. Or I'm going to leave you. Oh, no, don't leave me. You know, they have these, you know, these mindsets, and there's no confidence there. There's no, what we were just talking about, my shirt I have on, what's it called? I'm my biggest fan. That's that's what's on my shirt. Well, I can't talk. And people not realizing that you need to be your biggest fan. Right. You know?
It's like, I've been my biggest fan for like a long time.
The only thing I could cook could be a piece of ice in the freezer. But me knowing I am my biggest fan and I am the best thing since sliced bread, knowing I bring like 50 other great things to the table, and coming into any type of relationship knowing that and exuding that confidence, anybody's going to latch on to that. You know, people are always going to have shortcomings. You're not going to be able to do this while somebody else can, or you can do this and they can't. But it's all about how you present yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just like if you're in a business meeting. This is the bet. You can go on Shark Tank. If you can't sell your product, they're not going to buy it. Right. They're not going to buy into it. Nobody is. And that just goes the same with yourself. If you can't sell yourself as, I feel I'm wife material, well, that's what I'm going to sell myself as. And not saying, you know, we're out here selling ourselves on the corner. That's not what we're doing. That is not our advice, okay? Not the corner. We're not selling this on the corner. But knowing who you are and what you have makes a huge difference in which one of these titles that you are going to have for the remainder of your being and who you're going to have it with. Right. You know, so you need to make sure that
what you're trying to do and what you're going to deal with and not deal with. And then, that's you.
Exactly.
I mean, I tell them, look, you hit me one time, I said, you better kill me, because if I get up, I am definitely going to kill you. You better guarantee it. So I'm like, you know, so it's like, you know, they always look at me like, what? I said, what? Did I stutter? No, I didn't. So, you know.
You just have to know who you are and know what you are willing to do, what you're not going to allow. And that's what it is what you allow. I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I think we've had like a really great discussion. This was awesome. So much fun. I think the day brought it out. It's Easter. We haven't had an Easter with no rain or not being cold in such a long time. Mm-hmm. This is a fantastic day. We are so happy to all of you guys that tune in. Just to let you guys know, our last podcast had 84 listens. So that is so totally awesome. We appreciate all of you. Thank you. This has become a passion and a really great hobby. It's therapeutic, you could say. Very therapeutic, especially for me, your host, Mo.
I just get to talk, so you know, I like talking.
So I thank you all for listening. What we need you to do now is to make sure you listen to this podcast. I mean, if you're at this point, you've already listened to it. Make sure you like us, subscribe, and share it with all of your friends, family, anybody that you know, your Facebook friends, Instagram friends, Twitter friends. I don't know what other venues there are. Snapchat friends, whatever the case may be.
Jazzed up and not jazzed up friends.
Right. And today, like I mentioned, I have on, what's this called? This says, I'm my biggest fan. Okay. So I'm going to do some plugs here right now because I love to uplift people, especially people that I know with their own businesses, especially Black-owned businesses. So you can go follow Pillow Talk Pretty Things on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can go to pillowtalkprettythings.com. You can find lots of great shirts. Pillow Talk Pretty Things is a site that is dedicated to domestic violence, domestic abuse victims, and helping them overcome their traumas and what they've gone through. So shout out to Pillow Talk Pretty Things. The owner of that is Nicole Fishman. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
She's a Delta. I didn't do that. I'm only an honorary one right now. But my sister over here, she is a Delta. So go do it again.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Hey, Sid. That's all I want to say too. Congratulations.
And also, speaking of websites and Black-owned businesses, so you guys can finally check out our website. You can go to sassysundays.godaddysites.com and just check it out. It is definitely in the works. We're going to have a lot more things on there. Next week, our podcast, we will have a special guest host. So when you go to the site this week, again, it's sassysundays.godaddysites.com. When you go there and you check us out, you'll be able to put a face to the voice. You'll be able to see who we are. Read a little bit about us. You'll find the episodes on there as well. You can find the episodes on Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker with an R, SPREAKER.com. We are also on Spotify. You can follow us on Instagram at Sassy Sunday Talks.
I don't know, this is technical stuff, so you better listen to her because I can't help her.
That's on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook at Facebook at Let's Talk About It. And we are also on Twitter. I'm really not good at this. I don't know the Twitter one. Yes, I do. It's Sassy Sundays. You can follow me at Mo So Sassy. So please make sure you guys like what our podcast, and I really do hope that you like what we're talking about. We're just basically talking from the heart, from the head, from wherever, things that we see, things that we hear, things that we've even experienced. So no, we're not licensed therapists or licensed relationship coaches, but we're not dummies either. We use common sense, and common sense, I think that's what you need, and definitely in a relationship. All of our advice,
be a baby whiny.
However, all of our advice, I'm not going to say you should always take it, because there might be some questionable things in there, definitely, that I might say. But sometimes you should take the advice. It might be really, really worth it. Hopefully this reaches you all and touches your hearts and your spirits.
Take a listen and use it for your own common sense. Take a listen and think. That's what it's for, to think about things.
Exactly. So again, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Catch us next Sunday. Same bad time, same bad channel. And we are going to have a guest host with us. So again, go to Sassy Sundays, that has an S at the end, .godaddysites.com. And you can also read up on who our guest speaker will be for next Sunday and the topic that you'll hear about. If you guys like the podcast before, we had someone write into us and ask us what would we do. That's going to be definitely, hopefully, a new segment of our show, a lot more often than not. So if you ever have a question for us, you can go to sassysundays.godaddysites.com. At the bottom of the page, you can shoot us a question. Or you can go to It's the Yo Mo Show at gmail.com. That is, It's the Yo Mo Show at gmail.com.
Yo Mo.
Send us your experiences. Send us your questions. Send us your thoughts. Hey, let us know how we're doing. I don't take criticism very well, so don't tell me nothing stupid. Don't come on my line talking crazy.
It's okay. Just let us know. We'll just let us know so we know how to make you all mad.
Because I'm going to put you on blast. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even talk like that, guys.
I'll put you on blast. For real.
No, I will talk about you, but
no.
But yeah, so that's it for this Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody.
Easter.
Hope y'all ate good. So now that you can sleep good, it's 7 o'clock. Go watch your shows that's about to come on. Oh, yes, and listen to the podcast today. All right, we out.